Hey everybody, it's Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend. And this weekend, I am once again on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, staying in a ocean view balcony 8658. So this is on the 8th floor. It's going to be by the midship elevators towards the aft or the back of the ship by about 4 or 5 rooms. So I think that it has been a wonderful location. Everything on the 8th floor seems closer. So you all know that I love staying in the junior suites on the 9th floor, but being on the 8th floor is really balanced. If I'm going higher or if I'm going lower, it seems more middle of the road. So I'm actually winding up being a big fan of the 8th floor. But this is Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas Stateroom Tour 8658, an ocean view balcony. All right, so if you're looking at Stateroom 8658, it is very close to the midsection elevators. You see they'll be right down there on the right past that bend. That's also where your hump balconies are going to be. But you see there are still quite a few rooms going the other direction, so you can be further in the ship. So from a middle of the ship perspective, it's really not bad. So welcome to my ocean view balcony. So you all know that I do stay in a junior suite a lot. There are a lot of those room tours that are out there, but this room, honestly, for one person is more than enough. So let's start the tour over here. You've got the same kind of setup and vanity, if you will. So lots of storage space. You're going to have the mirrors that I always like to point out. And I know I mentioned this in a prior video. I always feel like these pull out the incorrect way, but that's a great place to put little knickknacks or things that you don't want to lose. If you're actually using this as a makeup counter, great place to hide those away. Down below, you're going to see you have some place where you're going to find your menus for room service. You've got your Kleenexes. All of that is going to be captured right in here. So if you do want to order room service, it is $7.95, and order up. Like, it is $7.95 regardless of how much you order. So make sure that you're ordering plenty. More space behind the mirror. And you're going to have two different outlets down below. So these are the 110 or 120 volt American outlets. The light switch there does control the lights to the room. So if you want to buy the correct extender, I'm going to link down below to one that I think works really well. You also have the option of bringing a European 230 volt converter. If you want to extend and have one more just normal plug, you can bring a converter for that one as well. This switch on the left, the announcement channel, always make sure that that is off. They don't really pipe a lot into the rooms these days from the PA system, but if they do and you don't want to hear that, this is where you can turn it off. Or if you do want to hear an announcement in your room, you hear something going, you can turn this on. Turn that on. But I haven't had too many announcements coming up. You're also going to find your hairdryer right here. This one has been wonderful. I have enjoyed that hairdryer. It is a 10 of 10. And you'll see some of my amenities here that Crown and Anchor have brought me. So I've gotten lots of waters. I even got, they were very kind, and they sent me some cupcakes, which was very nice of them with cream cheese frosting on the top. I've so far only had one. I'm sure that number is going to be increasing significantly. And a fruit bowl. So glad to see the fruit bowls have returned post-COVID. I also have some champagne and wine. And the fruit truffles, if you have not tried these from your Crown and Anchor benefits, if you're to the tier where you do get one of the amenities, the fruit truffles are fantastic if you like chocolate. So they are very, very good. You're also going to have your fridge down below. Again, this is not really a fridge. It's more of a cooler. And I don't recommend keeping a lot of stuff in there, especially if you don't want something to spoil. That is not the intent of these. It is just to keep your drinks a little bit cooler. My mixers and elixirs are going to go over here on the right-hand side. So this is a small little shelf that I'm not sure what I normally would keep here if I didn't have these things, especially since it's open shelving. But this works really good for the purposes of what I need there. You're going to have, by the way, this is an upgraded room. Like, I can't tell if you all noticed a difference. I honestly didn't for the first day or two. But if you look here, you're going to see some distinct differences from the rooms on the 9th floor. So the 8th floor did get I'll call it a mild renovation at some point. What they have changed, they've changed the carpet. They've changed the bedspread, or not the bedspread, but the runner around the bed. You've got this neat little mural on the wall. And the curtains have been updated as well to this nice gray fabric that looks much better than some of the other ones that are out there. You're still going to have the same nightstand tables on the left and the right, the king size bed, that does separate into two twins. And you're going to have a reupholstered couch. Now, I think it's the same couch, guys. Don't hold me to that. It looks like the exact same 4-seater couch with the tufts in it, but I think they've reupholstered it to make it really match the floor, match the bed skirt, and the drape. So it does look much cleaner and much nicer when you walk into this room. Didn't change any of the older wood or the light fixtures, the bed or the nightstands, but the small touches that they did really make the room feel a little bit brighter. You can also see my Wonder of the Seas hat here. So I did dock with Wonder of the Seas last week and picked up a nice little hat from a friend of mine over there. So haven't been on the Wonder yet. Be on the lookout for that video to come after the March 18th sailing. But more to come on Wonder. You're going to have a full-length mirror. Hey, everybody. And then you're going to have the closet. So the closets here are a good size. The doors do open out, so I'm going to stand in the middle of these since I have them open, or have the light on, I should say. And you've got your safe. It's going to be hidden back there. Plenty of storage space. This is also where I store my suitcases just to get them out of the way. Some people I know like to store their suitcases under their bed, and looking at this room, the bed has a lot of extra towels and blankets, comforters underneath it. So that's not actually a good option to store your items on this ship. Now, if you wanted to see a visual map of where this room is, you'll see that I am on that red dot there towards the back part of the ship. A great location. 2 hooks to hang up your jackets if you're coming down in winter from somewhere up north. And you're going to have your AC units. So how you can adjust that. This room runs pretty cold, so sometimes the rooms don't run that cool, to be honest. And so I don't normally keep it at the midway point. Traditionally, I walk in and I turn it all the way down to start with and then adjust it back up as needed. This room, though, has been getting pretty cold, so I only do that when I am sleeping at night. The bathroom here is still a good size. So you have your toilet. You're going to have one mirror that's going to open up, and that's going to be on the right-hand side to give you a little bit of storage space. But I'm going to call out, the rest of the room is updated, but you see here, looking a little worn. They didn't do any updates to the bathroom. It would have been nice to replace some of that. But I get it. Money is tight these days. But you still have lots of counter space, which I do like. And you're going to have storage down below. In the shower, if I swing behind me, you'll see that it is the classic door that pulls out. And it's going to encase you in the circle, which I actually like these. You've got a hanger up at the top. So if you wanted to hang things to drip dry, you can do that. Adjustable shower head. These rooms also come with the all-in-one hair and body wash. I am not a huge fan of that. It gets the job done. With my Crown and Anchor status, though, I am able to get the nicer amenities delivered to the room, which I normally try to do. Funny story, though. I came into the bathroom in the middle of the night one time, and one thing that I didn't realize is you'll see that this wall here sticks out a little bit. So, you think you could just walk straight out the door, but you got a wall that kind of sticks there. So I had all the lights out. The door swayed shut behind me, and I got disoriented. And so I was over here facing the wall, and I knocked the hairspray off. I was all over the glasses trying to find the door handle because I'd walked directly into the wall and could not figure out how to get out of this bathroom. It took me a second in the middle of the night. I've also walked into this wall here many times on this sailing. I can't seem to figure out that there is a wall there. So just know if you come on this ship, try not to walk into the walls. They stick out a little bit in the bathroom. Now, walking out to the ocean view balcony, this is a good sized balcony. One thing I love about the Freedom of the Seas is the balconies here have good depth to them. You'll see that I've moved the tables around and the chairs so that when I walk outside or look outside, I see mostly ocean. I don't see the back of the chairs, but these are adjustable chairs that you can sit on, and they have great views. You've got a coffee table, and you've got another chair over here. This one also does have the balconies that you can open up. So if you wanted to have your stateroom attendant open those for the group beside of you, you could actually have them do that as well. Today we are in Coco Cay. So I am on the side that's going to show you where Hideaway Beach or Secret Beach is going to be. So you can see they're doing the construction over there on the right. Most of the stuff these days is to the left of the dorms and the crew area that you see straight ahead. But it is a beautiful day. You'll also see where the balconies hump out a little bit. So this is a great location. Looking down, you'll see some people have found a good way to get out of the wind here and enjoy some sun at the same time. All right, so if you're looking for an ocean view balcony, that is 8658 on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas. I think that it's been a wonderful stateroom for me. It is a great size, good size balcony, and it is a little bit updated. So if you're looking to get a little bit nicer, fresher feel, if you will, they've made some touches to it which really help the living area feel nicer and really come to life. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.